Grace and Coach Baker blowing up their families' lives, Jordan throwing punches, and Coop getting people killed. Welcome to All American episode 14, Best Kept Secret.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
This episode was eye-opening, I would say. Please welcome my host,
Yeah, so glad to see you guys. Super excited to be in for this episode.
It's me, Asya Chanel. I know you missed me.
Hey guys, Phil stepping in for me.
and I am your lead host today. Oh my gosh. I'm Kristen.
Yes, queen.
Thank you. I'm Kristen, and we're here to talk about the crazy happenings of today's episode. Very eye-opening, I would say. What do you guys think about the overall thoughts of this episode? Sierra?
I'm eager now. I feel it for Mrs. Baker. I just, at the end,
Yeah, I
feel
know.
for her.
That's what you got from the whole episode? Just Miss Baker?
I mean, you asked me my overall thoughts.
Let her
That's where
thoughts
I'm
be her
at.
thoughts. Flobo, what do you think?
Yeah, solid entry in the season. More of a slow pace, not a lot of football action. That's what we watched the show for. But
true.
so much development with the characters. I was excited.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's up, Angelo?
Okay, I have some theories. No,
Already?
I'm just kidding.
Theories from
I love
this?
this episode. This was a very, very, very high intense episode, and this is what we watched the show for.
Yeah, and most of your conspiracy theories, I feel like, were dead with this episode.
Not really.
Oh, okay.
Because
We'll get into those later.
Don't do this.
We'll get into those later.
Don't
So,
do this. Yeah.
all right, let's talk about how Spencer, I guess, found out and felt about it. Like, he basically didn't want to talk to his mom, didn't want to talk to his dad. How would you feel about it if your parents kind of did this to you while you were like a sophomore in high school?
Well, can I kind of go off the timeline?
Yeah.
Or do I have to be chronological?
Like what?
Like, I want, like, the way he was acting at the end of the episode about it
Oh, sure.
was unrealistic, I think. Because a kid isn't going to think like that. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, they had to put that in for the show because, like, that's
Like,
real life.
what was he thinking? What do you mean by
Like,
that?
when he was like, oh, like, I understand why you lied. Like, you know, like you know what I mean? Like, that whole aspect
right.
of it. Kids aren't thinking like that. You hear something like that and you're 15, you're pissed. Like,
It did take him time. It took him the whole episode to get to that, though.
I know, but if I was 15, I probably wouldn't ever get to that point, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'd probably just, because I'm a kid, and I'd be so mad. Like, that's such a big bomb to drop on a
Right.
kid. You know what
I
I
had
mean?
Angelo at 15, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
oh yeah.
Dad.
Oh yeah, and I was probably a star football player too, you know. Just,
Go away.
just
Anyway,
same
what do you
boat.
guys think?
Well, I think what I thought was most interesting is, Spencer's so upset. He's so mad. He's like, you lied to me. And then he has the opportunity to talk to his little brother, and he's like, oh my God, I can't tell him
Yes.
the truth.
Yeah.
And he kind of struggles in the same way that his mom was so clearly struggling. And that was like,
Yeah,
one of
I
my
feel like
favorite-
it clicked. It was a light bulb. Like, oh, now I understand
Yeah.
why she felt this way.
Yeah.
What do you think?
You know, it's one of those things where when you're a kid, the whole world you think revolves around you. So your dad leaves, you're like, is it me? Your mom says no, but is it really? And then I've been there, going to I did karate and football as a kid, and I'll have these meets or games, and I'm looking for my parents, but they were there. They worked, but that's why they weren't there. But when the fact they weren't, I was disappointed. They
Yeah.
still loved
Yeah.
me. It didn't matter where they were, but it was like, oh man, every week my heart was getting ripped out. So now
Yeah.
we got Spencer on the cusp of hitting the state championships, and then bam,
Boom,
yo,
he's there.
daddy's right over there.
Yeah.
Deal with your issues.
That's
It's
a
like,
little
oh
crazy.
man,
Yeah.
like
Exactly.
it's going through the ringer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely felt that, he finally figured out what his mom was going through when he was trying to tell his younger brother, like, okay, I understand why she didn't tell me. It was very hard. Especially a young kid, they're not going to understand, oh, I cheated on your dad. What does cheating mean? Like, they don't
Yeah.
know that young. It'd probably have to be later in life, but maybe she waited too late because he understood a little bit before. So pretend that you were the mom. Like, would you tell your kid what age do you think it would be best to tell your kids, and would you even tell your kids?
Well, I think that on that situation, because they said they were already having problems and their marriage is kind of getting messed up. That's kind of why she went and had the affair in a way. Mm-hmm. I would probably tell it right away and just say me and your father were growing apart, and add that aspect into it.
You wouldn't
Because-
say cheating.
Yeah, because when he found out, he never got both sides of the story and got the full picture. You know what I mean? He just heard your mom cheated and like boom, it's all dropped on him. If he got the full picture and actually had a full, full understanding of what actually happened, he probably would have taken it better. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
exactly.
I love Spencer's mom, but she literally let her kids hate him, and she knew that she was
but
at
what else
fault.
is there to do?
I know, but I think that she should have taken a bit more responsibility. Yes, their relationship was coming to an end, but whether it's like a year, 2 years, 3 years later, like the dad was literally afraid to come back and did not feel welcome at all. And I feel like she played a part in that as well. Like she could have communicated with him. And also, just like the dad did, she could have been like, hey, listen, this isn't all your dad's fault. We had issues. He might not be able to be here to stand up for himself, but you shouldn't be mad at both of us. Like,
So you would tell him earlier.
I don't think I would explicitly be like,
Cheating.
I cheated, but
Yeah.
I would not allow my kids
To hate him. You're
To
saying?
hate him.
I see what
And
you're
I would
saying.
be a bit more welcoming to him coming back into their lives
Exactly.
much earlier.
Sure.
Yeah, to me, it was kind of more forward. My parents are very private in that way. Growing up, if things happened, you didn't get any kind of insight. But you saw Grace tell the truth, give him space to process. I mean, it's kind of unrealistic to be a boy, but I mean, this is a lot about Grace's maturity, being able to let her son process at his own pace and pace. So.
Exactly. So we talked about how Grace blew up her family life. Now let's talk about Coach Baker blowing up his family's life. Is his wife, Laura, does she deserve to act like that? Does she deserve to be that mad? He said that he only did it once. I didn't want this to break up our family. Blase. Does she deserve to be
she
that mad?
can be as mad as she wants. And it's like 10 years later. They've been living this whole life as like a sham. 100% deserves to be mad. That's ridiculous.
I think she deserves to be mad, but watching it was so frustrating to be like,
You felt bad for Coach Baker?
just like everyone, I'm like, this is just like old news. Like, it
Yeah.
doesn't even matter. And I hate that, like, this could just destroy, like, let's say their last 9 years of marriage and, like, the relationship he has with his kids. Like, it was so cringy for me to watch because I was like, oh.
cringy.
But that's like a huge thing that should destroy what they had because he was lying and like,
Totally.
you know what I mean? Like,
But it's like, like, you so want them to be a family and, like, to work through it. And it's just like, I'm just mad that he didn't tell her earlier or didn't do it, whatever it might be.
Yeah.
But watching it, I was like, ugh.
Yeah.
Why?
And
Why?
Laura
Everything's
said,
so good.
Yeah,
Why?
Laura even said right there, if you'd have told me earlier, maybe the outcome would have been better. Like, she said that.
yeah, but she's saying that it probably wouldn't have been better. It
No,
probably
she
would've
said
been-
it would have if you
Yeah,
had
but
told me
it probably
earlier.
wouldn't have. Like, imagine he
Yeah.
just came home and he's like,
Oh, I just
all
cheated.
sweaty. He's like, hey, sorry.
Shut up right now.
Yeah.
Go.
No, yeah.
Is that what happens? Hey.
Ooh, that
No,
would
that's
be
true,
tough.
But it's also like if he would have told her that early, maybe they wouldn't have had 9 years of like happiness, which is why I was thinking the same thing when I was watching the episode. It's like,
It's a
shouldn't have
lose-lose.
just done it, obviously, but it's,
So do you guys think he should have never told at all? Would you guys
Now
keep
I
it?
feel like he shouldn't have.
What?
So
At
as
all?
a person,
I
you
feel like
guys.
he should have either said it right away or just...
Or not at all. I agree with that because it looks worse on your part if you're hiding something for so long. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, you can do something like that and just go wake up day to day and like go to bed with your wife and just like not admit it. You know what I mean? Like,
She is so valid for being like, I literally can't trust you at all.
Yeah,
ever.
that's what it was. It wasn't so much the cheating. It was, you went and did it, and then you
Didn't
waited
tell
until
me.
someone pressured you, and
Yeah.
you felt the need, well, I got to say it now. And she was like,
Yeah.
you're a coward. That's why she felt so betrayed.
Yeah,
You know?
the
Yeah.
trust can break up the trust in the family. And thinking and talking about family, what does Maria have to say for us today?
Oh, yes. Hey, guys, before we move on to our next topic, we just want to thank you for making us the ESPN of TV talk. For us to continue to grow, we could use your help. So if you're on YouTube right now, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. And if you're on iTunes, please give us a 5-star rating because 1 through 4 doesn't work. But no matter where you are, leave us a comment so you can get involved in the conversation. Being a part of AfterBuzz TV has meant so much to all of us, and we truly appreciate you supporting us and doing what we love. So don't forget to tell your friends and a couple of your haters and keep enjoying our shows.
Yes, we love that.
come on, your haters, huh?
Okay. So now that all the families are blown up, let's talk about Chris's party. Okay, that was crazy. It was like too many things going on at once. Like, first of all, why was Jordan so mad at Spencer? Like, that is not
yeah.
his duty to tell you.
Yeah, Spencer should have. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go
No,
for it.
go.
No, you go for
Okay,
it.
you go first.
Spencer should have said, "It's not my place to say it." I was
Yeah,
thinking in my
yeah,
head the
he
whole
should've
time,
said
like
that.
Spencer, just say it to him because he would understand.
I'm sure he texted him. Like after, I'm sure he just
Yo,
texted
dog,
him. Was
dad is
like,
dirty.
Hey.
Okay, that's not on the show.
So, your dad
But
cheated.
if he would have said that, none of this would have happened. Jordan was just pissed, and like I understand where Jordan's coming from, but I understand why Spencer didn't do it. You know what I mean? Spencer should have
Yeah.
just said, it wasn't my place to do it.
Exactly.
I agree.
Yeah, good.
No, I
She
can cut you off
doesn't-
twice.
no, she doesn't. Cut her off twice. It's not gonna be anything good.
Oh my gosh, I was gonna agree with you.
Oh, it's probably something
I
good then.
just feel like he was completely projecting all of his.
Who, Jordan?
Yeah, he was just projecting all of his feelings and emotions.
Yeah.
Spencer was the only person he could let all of that out on. In that moment, like he was like with his sister, sad with his sister, and Spencer was like the only person that could really be the villain.
In front of
you
him,
know?
yeah.
I agree
And,
with
yeah.
you. I agree with you. That was definitely like it wasn't his place to say, but at the same time, Spencer's looking at Jordan, going like, "Man, I felt the same way you did. So go ahead. I'm gonna give you the space. Let it go." Because he didn't like get in his face.
Yeah.
He didn't push him back. He was just like, "All right, whatever."
Yeah.
Man.
But also, Spencer is like always on his high horse, and then he realizes and like sees from other people's perspectives, and then he's like, "Oh wait, like now I see why they handled it that way." You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So, kind of like what you were saying, it's funny that he got so mad at Jordan earlier in the season, and then now he's in the situation. He's like, I kind of see where he's coming from. So
Yeah, it's like understandably, Spencer had time to take it in, to soak it in, so he's not as mad. So Jordan was like super mad. It came at him like this, and then that night he was at the party. So I guess I understand why he's mad, but why are you taking it out on Spencer? Go push your dad, okay?
Yeah,
Go
but
push your
okay. Here's what I was thinking this whole time. Who is it a bigger deal for, Spencer or them or the Bakers?
Both.
No, it's
Both
bigger for
parents got
Spencer.
cheated on.
I know, but it's bigger for Spencer because it's a bigger life situation, like his dad and all that.
But think
you know
about
what I mean?
having a perfect family and then realizing it's not. My dad cheated on my
Yeah,
mom.
but you know
But
what?
they know it's not a perfect family. The sister has a drug problem.
Yeah.
No,
Like,
meaning
you know what I mean?
like I have a family base. I have both my parents in my lives, and everything is like.
But that's the
oh,
thing, it's like
kosher.
perfect is so relative. You know what I mean? Like
Exactly.
Spencer could easily be like, no one in my family's doing drugs. Like we're perfect over here. You know what I mean? So
Wow, what a jerk.
no, but I like it's
He
so
texted
relative.
Jordan
It's
that.
kind of like the grass is always greener kind of situation.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like both. I would be hurt on both sides, to be
Totally.
honest. If my dad and mom were getting along all these years, and we were like pretty much good in that aspect, and then boom, my dad cheated, and he didn't tell anybody, and I'm like, okay, she's probably not the only one you cheated on. Keep talking, you know?
Yeah.
So you would think more. So it's like a lot of emotions. So I understand. Okay, so let's talk about how Layla was about to break her sobriety for it, though. Was it that deep to start drinking again?
I've said this before. Whenever you're in high school and you're young, like everything is such a big deal. You know what I mean?
I used to drink for everything.
That's
Get-
funny. In
Like,
high school, I
you-
didn't drink at all.
Get an
but-
F.
Oh yeah, same here.
Down the
yeah,
hatch.
yeah. I don't know. So
I never drank in high school. I'm totally kidding.
yeah.
and also
No underage drinking, guys.
yeah, don't. And also, obviously, I also have not struggled with any sort of drug addiction or alcohol addiction, so I don't know. I couldn't really put myself in that situation. All I know is whenever you're that age, like everything is such a big deal. Everything means that your world is falling apart, whether it's failing a
Perhaps.
test or just, I don't
Your
know.
dad cheating on your mom.
Yeah, whatever it might be. So, every episode I'm waiting for her to
Break it.
yeah.
This is the second
Well-
episode where she's close. Like,
Yeah.
Well, for sure.
is it gonna happen on the last episode next week, or what's going on?
I know. I hope not. I mean, she's like on a good path.
Well, that takes it back to, is it such a big deal for the Bakers for them to be being so dramatic? All of them. Aren't they kind of being dramatic?
Well, maybe seeing Spencer's story. Oh yeah, they're being dramatic.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
not seeing Spencer's story, it's hurtful.
Yeah, but if you're putting yourself in the Bakers' shoes, like, all right, my dad's human. He messed up. It was like 20 years ago. Not 20 years ago, but it was a long time ago.
Yeah, but I think it takes a while to get to that point. Whether it's like at least a couple days, a couple weeks, couple
But
months.
that's like someone coming up to you. I know this is on a lower scale, but someone comes up to you and it's like, hey, and like, I've known you since 6th grade, and when I met you in 6th grade, I stole $20 out of your backpack.
No, that's like if my mom were to be like, "Hey, your dad had an affair like 10 years ago," it would take me like a week to even want to talk to him about it. Like it would take me a little while to like just process it, see
soak
how
it
I feel
in.
about it, and be like, "All right, now maybe I'll hear you out and see what's
yeah,
going on."
I know.
Also,
I guess what you're saying.
also, like I'm in my mid-20s, they're like 18. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So and they're
Yeah.
still living in the same house. Like you have to think about that dynamic.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And in Olivia's alcoholism, it's not about like, I'm gonna go drink now. It's definitely about the coping mechanism. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
life attacked her. There's a drive for a reward, and the
Yeah.
closest thing was that beer that Asher came in and was like, get out of my face. You know?
I know.
Yeah, sure.
I respect that, Asher.
Yeah,
he,
so-
he
MVP.
tried to We're not there
Wait,
yet,
wait, what'd you
sis.
say?
We're
What'd you
not
say?
there yet.
What'd
We're
you
not there
What'd
yet.
she say?
She said my MVP. We're not there yet. But
Always
anyway.
blow it, dude.
But after distant, that's good that he went into that mode for her like she always does for him. But
Totally.
her
Yeah.
boyfriend wasn't feeling it.
We're over
he
him.
stood
Like,
up. Yeah, I'm over him.
I
and he
love
stood
him,
up
by the
for-
way.
I
I love
love him
Chris.
too.
Why?
but-
What did he
Being a
do?
man, like, this is my girl, I'll take care of him. He just didn't understand the circumstance, obviously.
Okay, but he doesn't know Olivia like
Okay,
Asher knows
that's
Olivia.
you.
That's true, that's true,
No,
that's true.
what
Big
if your girl's ex was
Okay.
talking to her at the party and she felt you could tell that she's bothered and da da da.
Yeah.
You would not go and stop that conference. You
Oh,
would not
I'd
stop that. Okay,
run-
exactly. You would stop
rack 'em,
that
baby,
conversation.
No conversation, straight
Exactly.
fist.
No conversation.
You would stop that conversation. So being Chris's
Elbow
shoes,
drop.
I understand where he was coming from. So I mean, it was. I mean,
I understand, but he was also just like hammered and like kind of being annoying.
Yeah, he's trying to
So
be
I
all
was like-
Chris
cool,
was
like-
not hammered. Y'all are dramatic.
He was like, "What's going on?"
Yeah, and he's
she
like,
was
and
like,
then Ashley, you trying to start something? Like it was like,
Nah,
relax, guys. This is
yeah.
bigger than your testosterone.
Yeah,
you know?
Bud
big
Light,
D.
man,
They're trying to do
relax.
big D energy there, but anyways, let's talk about Jordan. Jordan is dumb for trying to start a fight in the hood. First of all, that is not where you're from,
that
you
was-
have
that's
no
ballsy.
backup.
That's
That
ballsy.
would
You
not
have
have ended that
no
way.
backup.
Yeah,
Like,
in real life, that wouldn't happen.
yeah, in real life, he wouldn't stop to the ground.
Yeah, that wouldn't have happened. Nah, oh, come on, boy. It would just be
Like, what? How did that even end? I don't even remember. It was too fast. Like, how did
No,
it end? Do you guys remember?
Jordan didn't get touched. He hit the guy, and then everyone hopped in, and Jordan
Everyone was
goes,
like, "Hey,
and then
stop!"
Jordan goes,
Yeah, right.
what did he say that one liner when he
yeah.
was leaving? Oh, yeah.
Like, that was in real life. The writer should have did a little bit. He should have got a black eye something. Like, because that's not
I know,
real
he
life.
went home untouched, but
Yeah,
right back to
untouched.
Beverly Hills.
Easily walked
just a
out the
Crenshaw
prom.
brawl.
Walked out the
Uber.
party.
Got
I'm
his
gonna
Uber
go to
black
Rodeo
car.
Drive now and ice my hand.
Yeah, exactly.
Scuffs my shoes.
Jordan, like I said, overreacting again. The whole, I think, I'm not trying to, I understand where they're coming from, and I'm not trying to be annoying, but the Bakers, I feel like, were just overreacting. And I know, I understand where they're coming from, but I just feel like,
Or maybe like, I guess they should have made it, maybe show the audience that it's a little bit deeper. Maybe it was just too fast, so the audience didn't really grasp the pain
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
we should have
Here's
grasped.
my question though: were they more hurt that Coach Baker cheated on his wife, or was it because with Grace? Like, was that the thing?
Yeah.
Because Laura said
Everything.
it. She was like, "Oh, with Grace, really? That
You
made
brought
you
her
feel
son
home?"
into my home, yeah.
Right.
exactly.
If
That's
that
the
was
big thing.
yeah. So if like Coach Baker just found some floozy in Vegas or something, it wouldn't be nearly as dramatic. They'd just be mad. Is that?
I guess, I feel like it's because it's got a more deeper
Yeah, it's
relying
deep.
thing going on. Because we all thought they were in love for like what?
They were in love.
I still have theories, but like, you
Yeah,
know
it's
what I
like
mean?
his high school love. Like, wow.
And like the son, like they said, the son's in the house. Like it's such a deep connection already. So to already hear
Yeah.
something like that, it's
Well,
probably insane.
And it's like they can't even have, they can't even separate themselves from the situation to heal because Spencer's in the house. I'm sure anytime she looks at him, she's just gonna be like,
exactly.
Yeah, but it's not his fault.
But
It's
she's
not,
still
but
gonna look at
still.
him and think like,
Who, the
"Oh
mom?
yeah,
yes,
yeah."
Laura is
Oh.
still gonna look at
Oh,
him
yeah.
like,
I know, but you can't see. That's the thing. You can't like put it on him.
I know, but
yeah,
she
but it's like
literally-
real life though.
Yeah, yeah,
You gotta
exactly.
think real
like,
life.
She literally just found out about it, and she has to process her emotions. Like, if I was in that situation, I'd be like, I genuinely feel terrible, but he cannot be here right now. Like, maybe he can come back, but I would be shocked
Yeah, but
if she
someone
allowed him
in
to
that
stay.
like in his situation,
He
you.
has a home and a family.
I know.
He
but-
like he has a. I
State
get it.
championship still, man.
But like it's she has to think about her mental health too. She needs to kick out her husband too.
What?
Yes, he cheated.
Why?
Until she figures out how she feels about the situation.
Dude, it's been 10 years. You're gonna kick him out now?
But it's the lying.
Yeah, you
It's-
don't
what else
trust
has he been
him.
lying
You
about?
brought you cheated on this girl and brought her son in my house.
Yeah, you can
like,
put him on the couch. You don't have to kick him out of
Yeah,
the
yeah,
house.
how come she
No,
won't
I
leave the
see-
house? He
I
has to
see
kick
him when I go
out.
get
I
my
know.
breakfast. Nope.
So you
Wow.
were, so if you were in this situation, you would kick out Spencer
I would
and
say
Coach Baker.
I would say until I figure out like how I want to move forward with this, I just like need my own space, and y'all both need to go.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. You need your own space, dope. So now two people's lives are completely impacted until you decide,
that's-
I figured this out.
Yeah.
When people,
Like-
when someone cheats, like that's very common that someone leaves the house. That's so
Well, no,
common.
but I'm saying-
The-
Yeah.
There's a whole aspect
No.
sleep in your car in the driveway or
People
something.
leave. You kick them out until I'm good been ready. It could be months. I'm still processing. It's been a year. Processing.
I know this one. I'm processing.
Yeah,
I'm
sorry.
gonna post on Instagram.
I mean,
how I'm
but you
processing.
gotta think about your family too. You need to keep the kids around him so they don't hate him as long as he's gone.
She makes
you know
more
what I'm
money
saying?
than him. She gets to decide
Wow,
what she wants
sis,
to
you
do.
just that was
okay.
disrespectful.
It's not.
Marriage is about who makes more, guys.
It's
That's
not
what
about
it
that,
is.
but I got this in my house.
Oh,
So you're
why are you
saying.
gonna go that far?
I'm mad.
So you're
I'm
saying
mad.
in this same situation, you wouldn't even talk to him or try and hear him out?
I would talk to him, but like I need space in those types of
I'll talk to him by a
situations.
phone call.
I like honestly, I'd be like, I just literally can't look at you. I would just be so disgusted that I had been lied to. Like I love you. At the end, she was like, I have literally loved you so
She
much.
said, yeah,
So,
that was
Like,
weird. That
like
sounded like she didn't
if it
love
was
me
this
anymore.
person I'm
Yeah.
madly in love with, like I have kids with, we have a perfect life. Like our
Okay.
our daughter has had a drug addiction. She's gotten out of this addiction. Like you've lied and like faked, drug tests for our son. Like we have been through so much. I love you so much. I trust you with everything. And I'm finding out that you were able to keep a lie from me
For
for
that long.
9 years. I'd be like, my whole
Yeah,
world
but-
is spinning. I need a break. I need to just figure out. I just need my own space.
Okay, but
That's what I would say.
is it relevant still? Is his lies relevant? in
Yeah.
your
You're
life?
telling me you
Yes,
have a
he still
girlfriend.
lied.
You're telling me if you found out your girlfriend cheated on you, let's say 3 years ago, you'd be like, "Oh, it was 3 years ago. It's
It's
fine."
okay.
Well, but that's the thing. My question is, will you kick her out of the house?
No, I would,
If it's-
I
if
would,
it flips?
I would understand. I would want to hear the situation and what
Of
happened,
course,
and
that's
then
they talk.
I'd just talk it out. It's not relevant anymore.
Interesting.
Yeah, I
But
can't-
but you're not gonna think in your head, oh, was that the only time you cheated, or
I mean,
whatever she says, you're just gonna believe it.
I mean, I don't.
now he's thinking.
Well, I guess my
Well, I mean,
question.
you can
What's
do
up,
that with
Lola?
And you
anyone.
don't
can do
even,
it
but you're
anyway.
not even married and you don't even have a kid. And you're like, I don't know.
Yeah, but you can do that with anyone. Like, you know what I mean? You could lie to you could be lying to me right now.
Well, we're not dating, so it doesn't matter.
I know, but anyone could be lying to anyone. You can't go live your life thinking like, oh, how many times has he lied? You know what I mean?
I know, but there is a friendship relationship is so different than a marriage, let alone a marriage where you have kids, let alone a marriage where you have kids and you've been together for like 10 plus years.
Exactly. So the relationship is bigger than that stupid lie.
I
Okay,
agree.
ladies
It
and
should
gentlemen,
be.
I think
But-
we're gonna agree to disagree on this topic because we need to move on. Okay.
We'll talk about this after.
Yeah, we're not gonna agree.
Everyone's
Check
moving
us on
out.
the
That's
what
after
I'm
getting
show with Sarah and
She's
Angela.
my Instagram.
Yes, she's moving out. He's not. We got it. Okay, Layla. Let's talk about her. Obviously, she's very lonely. Why do you guys think she went to that diner and didn't want to go home? Why can't she tell Spencer that she is scared, she's lonely, she has nobody? Why is she still keeping secrets from him?
I think she just doesn't want to be a burden to anyone.
On this sensitive time in everyone's life.
Yeah.
She's not really trying to hop in.
And that's the problem. If she keeps holding that in, it's going to totally collapse and be something even bigger later
Something
on.
bad's gonna happen
Yeah,
there.
it might happen because next episode is the last episode, and they have to figure this out and bring this together. Like, why is she so alone?
Yeah.
Where's her dad?
He's still
on
like
tour or something,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But like you're not gonna buy her. You're not gonna get her like a nanny or like security.
A nanny.
Or,
She's 19. Or
Does he even know? I don't think she in the show that she even told him.
Well, how old is she?
She's like a sophomore.
I don't
Yeah,
care
so-
how old my daughter is. If she's living in my house by myself and someone just broke in,
Yeah, but
whole
he probably-
place.
he
If I
probably
have the
doesn't
money,
know.
I don't
that
think he
whole
knows.
place.
I don't think he knows.
That's crazy. I hope so.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe he'll come back episode 16 and figure it out. I don't know.
Yeah, but they show in the show they
There's no
depict
way.
in the show that they don't have a very good relationship. So she's not gonna just be like, oh, like someone broke into the house. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's not her house. It's her dad's house. Like that's crazy.
He doesn't know.
You would have what, dogs patrolling the thing?
I would have a whole security team. I'd be acting like Kylie Jenner. in
I
that
mean, the
house.
whole thing
Everyone
is
would
messed
be
up. The
outside
whole
my
thing
house.
is messed up. Why would you leave your sophomore daughter in the house by yourself at
Exactly.
long links like that, anyways?
I mean, he can take some time off work and live at home. He's just obviously he's not doing it right.
Yeah, he's still hurt from the wife, obviously. Still going through
But
some
he's a
things.
grown man. He needs to. Get
Yeah, I mean
together.
that's not an
So-
excuse. You have a daughter that's like.
Of course. People are, we talked about this earlier in the year.
Uh-huh.
Like, some people are just messed up. Just because they have children does not make them better people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
We
saying?
did have that discussion.
Yeah,
I forgot
exactly.
about
so Layla's not the
Let's
only
not do
one
it
having.
again.
Let's
Layla's
go
not
back
the
to this whole
only
why you
one.
would kick him out of the house.
Kick him out the house.
Layla
Guard
is
dogs for your
not
kids.
My husband's out. I'm getting a pit bull. He's sitting on the front porch.
Wow. Okay, so let's talk about Asher's family problems because Layla's not the only one. Now his mom has left, and his dad is drinking himself into a grave. How do we feel? He is. He's drunk
aggressive,
everywhere.
but my
Like he does
goodness,
now. Asher's like giving up on him. Like, how do you feel? Like, what if you guys had a drunk parent? Would you continue to try and help them, or would you give up like Asher just did?
I think that I don't think Asher's ever gonna give up.
Yeah.
He gave up at the end of the episode.
I think
No,
he
it
will.
tucks him in. Like he tucks him in.
Yeah, I don't. It's like
Love.
you love when you love your parent, especially if he's living in the same house. I don't think he's ever gonna literally give up. But
We'll see.
that's
honey.
pretty sad.
I like the fact that this show as a whole always examines the different forms of fatherhood and stuff like
Right.
that. But Asher and his dad is one of the more fun and complex ones because on the surface it's just drinking, but it's definitely like this adoration and respect of, you know, who is the dad in that situation.
Yeah.
So you're seeing Asher who's basically a kid in his own, making his own mistakes and giving out the secrets in earlier seasons, having to be the dad here for his dad, and that's just to me like the most dynamic relationship between
Yeah.
both of them.
Yeah, and it showed a pretty big part of Asher. Although, I mean, the whole episode is pretty
Yeah, he's
big,
maturing.
mature part of Asher. But, like, him trying to convince his dad, talk to his dad, you know what I mean? Like, we wouldn't see that in beginning Asher.
Yeah, he's
Also-
definitely matured.
Also, we didn't know before that his dad had a drinking problem.
Yeah, it came
And
out
it
of
was
Well,
nowhere.
it came, like, now because the mom left.
yeah, well, but
The mom
I
been
mean,
left though.
yeah, but Asher had mentioned like, yeah, this is something that like was an issue, but you know, it is even worse now, and it's so crazy because like we've seen Asher's dad be insane, and we never
Yeah,
were
it
like,
was-
oh, maybe it's because of alcohol.
Yeah.
One, and then two, we know that Asher was like abusing alcohol too, so it's like I don't know, it was kind of a full circle moment.
Yeah. Wow, that's a lot to take in. So this is even a bigger issue in this episode. Coop.
Yeah.
I'm not even. I'm upset. I could go on and on and on. Why do you guys think she tried to help Tyrone? Before I go in.
She's a lover, not a fighter.
Wow. Next.
You're wrong.
Coop, we love you, Bre-Z. I'm so frustrated because Coop just does not understand the people that she's messing with.
Exactly.
She doesn't understand that she's just like gotten herself in this situation. Like she really can't get herself out. She doesn't understand that she can't trust any of these people. She hasn't proven her loyalty to any of these people. Like she just does not get it. And to see what happened at the end of the episode happen was so frustrating because it was so
Beyond.
preventable. And now it's like
Somebody
So
died.
preventable,
Everyone
yeah.
died.
it's
What
like
died.
the person that you don't want to rock with you the most is now going to rock with you because you basically saved their life. And now the rest of the group
No,
hates
he's not
you.
going to rock with her. He's going to be mad because he's going to find out that she orchestrated him in trouble in the first place, and now everybody's dying. Everybody is dying.
Okay. Bubba, do you want to say something?
Coop can be very frustrating at times to Sarah's point, but like she is the conscious man. There is something noble about looking around and saying we
Exactly.
can help them out. I think the
But
line
you
where
have
she
to be
says
realistic.
you can be
Never
realistic.
be realistic in love.
Right, well,
love
We're not
trumps
talking about
everything.
love.
You can
Yes,
be
it does.
realistic
She loves
as far
people.
as she understands the threat Tyrone is to the community, but the idea of her giving the chance to get out is compassion, and compassion is not weakness. She said it herself.
Exactly.
So,
Okay.
I cannot give her trying.
Love trumps
about to
everything.
go
I'll tell you
in.
what.
Okay, she's going in.
No, hold on. Before you go in,
Intro the music.
you all can hate me, and if I love you guys back, you're gonna start to
No.
think, why is this guy loving me back? And it's gonna change.
Unfortunately, that's not what happens in the hood. Okay,
Yeah.
so love does not conquer all
In
in the
Port
hood.
Ranch, that's what
Unfortunately,
happens.
they grew up in this crazy environment where love does not cure all, and it's unfortunate. But she should not have shown love. You started it. Why are you trying to fix it now? It's like past you now. It's past your wannabe gangster ways to real gangsters. So you think they're gonna stop it just because you trying to feel love again? It's not gonna happen. So now that you tried to stop it, now the person that you liked and kind of a good, not necessarily the good guy, but better than Tyrone, now he's probably dead. And now Tyrone is still out on the loose. So what did you gather from that plan? I really want to know. I wish you were here today, Bre-Z, so you can tell us what the heck was going on in
Love
that.
trumps
No.
all.
What's the alternative? Just like shoot Tyrone and call it a day?
Thank you.
Stay out of it.
Yeah.
Stay out of
If you
it.
just
Stay out of it. You can't stay out of the hood.
You
It comes to
already-
you.
No,
Yeah,
She
you
went
can't
to
stay out
it.
of it.
She
No, you
went
can't
to
stay out of
it.
it. No,
She went to the gang
One at a
life.
time, one at a time.
She went to the gang life. Look at Spencer. Is he in that predicament?
He plays
Look at all the
football,
other
though.
football players.
It's called
Are they in
All-American.
that
He plays
predicament? No, they're
football.
not.
Lord, and
No,
Bre-Z
they're
can't
not.
play football. She didn't kick him.
Okay.
I think it's my turn.
She can play
Okay.
basketball.
I'm
She
raising
can
my
play,
hand.
play track and field. She can
raising
play
my
another sport.
Lord,
I ain't going to
my
Beverly
hand.
Hills track and field.
Okay, Angela.
I'm
go.
raising my hand.
All right, Angela, go.
That means Angela's turn to speak.
Go.
Okay. My point of this is, you see that I just did a heart on the table. Love.
My man.
Why are you
Love-
talking about love?
We
Why
just
are
told you it doesn't work in the hood.
Yes, it does.
No, it
Listen,
doesn't.
dude,
It
love
doesn't.
can fix it. Love your enemies, dude.
It
That's
sounds
freaking-
good.
That's in the
It sounds
Bible.
good.
Have
Yeah.
you been to South Central?
People have
LA?
never been in a hood in his life.
Yes,
okay?
I have.
No, he hasn't.
Dude, I'm freaking hood.
He probably,
No.
he probably never throw
I'm
the
freaking
hood
gangster.
in
I
his
walked straight
life.
out of Compton
Okay.
at Winnetka Theater.
We rebuke him
Yo,
in the name of
Winnetka is
Jesus.
kind of
I
Winnetka's
watched.
not the best.
it's not
He
the
said
best.
I
But Coima's not the
watched
best
straight
either.
out of Compton. He said I watched.
Dude,
And what
I'm
happened?
freaking
And
hood.
what happened? People were
Love,
dying.
baby.
Look,
Okay.
Love
I gotta be
trumps
real with you.
all.
I gotta be real with you because I grew up in Brooklyn, right? So love is there. It does not conquer all. People will say screw love. At the same time,
See,
though,
that's the view that
but
brings violence to the
But
world.
true. But at the same time,
They
you
gotta
can't
live.
walk around like you hard, like you running stuff like Tyrone was without having repercussions. Now he hasn't got his yet. It's gonna happen.
It will.
But you can't knock Coop for being like, I'm at least give him an out. And if he does do something
No,
crazy,
I
Yep.
knock Coop.
No.
I knock Coop for not staying consistent. She knew what she was doing by throwing Tyrone
Under the bus.
under the bus. Then she changed her mind. You can't
You
go
can't
back and
change your
forth and be
mind.
changing your mind with these types of people. You need to be consistent because when you say something, people are going to take you seriously, and that's going to be the end of it.
If she just
And
loved them
so-
both,
And
everybody.
then,
No,
and
no,
then
I'm
she
serious.
underestimated Tyrone. Like he would just leave. Like you
If
know
she-
who he is.
Exactly.
Why you
Okay, but
underestimating
listen.
him? Like he's just go, oh, I'm gonna run. All right, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. No,
Run
it's not.
out.
You know who he is. He killed your best friend, sis.
She's
He's
a-
not just gonna run off.
Yes.
You guys
She-
understand the concept of love?
We know it's not gonna
It
work.
No,
was-
seriously.
the
Okay,
Winneka
imagine
Theater.
this.
You're in like
We're-
you watch
Love
Disney
doesn't-
Channel a lot. That's obvious because it doesn't.
Disney
conquer
Channel's
all.
not about love,
Yes,
dude.
it is. Okay, it's always happy endings.
Grew
It's
up
not
in a
happy
Christian
endings
home,
everywhere.
man.
He's like,
we
did you
love.
watch The Color of
Listen.
Friendship?
Listen.
Stupid.
Okay, imagine you two are on opposing gangs, okay? And
Okay.
I come along and you guys are fighting. And I'm like, dude, like, just love each other. Aren't you guys gonna think about, like, yeah,
You
why
get
not?
shot.
stop
You
behind
get
me first.
shot. You get shot. People be like, I've never seen you before, and you be
I am
dead.
over
I
Angelo
won't waste
all
my
the way
bullets
at this
though. I'll
time.
probably stomp you out first. I wouldn't shoot.
You said if you came up,
Oh,
and said-
y'all are wearing blue and red. That's funny.
Get
Blue
'em.
and reddish. Anyways,
I love YG.
You guys should just love more. You guys should just love more.
yeah,
Love is the answer.
I
we don't.
love everyone. My dad
Obviously
calls
not
me
over
we
here
are
with
the
your blood
world
stuff
Sierra.
and freaking stomping me out. And
No,
then-
I'm just saying in that situation, like the situation I'm in my life is not the same situation that Coop's in, and
Yeah.
she needs to be a little smarter.
Okay.
See,
we
that's
know that
changing the
Coop
culture,
needs to
though.
be.
If you're in that culture and you're just like chill with everyone and you just don't get involved, someone asks you to
But she
do
got
this.
involved, and
I know,
that was
I
the
know,
issue.
but like, let's say she never did, and she knows these people, and she's friendly with Tyrone and Preach and all these guys, and she just shows love to them. No one's dying.
Lies.
I mean, look at
No,
Okay, listen,
I'm
we're
ready.
gonna.
You guys are stumped.
Guess
You guys
what?
are stumped.
No, we're not. We're
We're
gonna agree to disagree because
Can I
we
get-
have
is there a round
different
of
past
applause emoji? Can I get
experiences.
that?
Nope, because not gonna happen. All right, let's talk about. Again, we're gonna agree to disagree, and we know that we're never gonna agree on this show, so we're gonna move on. We're gonna talk about the
That's the
MVP
tea.
of the episode. Y'all ready for y'all MVPs?
I got
Y'all got it.
mine.
All right, we're gonna start with Flobo though.
Okay, my MVP is actually. You're right.
She's fine.
You can go first.
No,
I
blah, blah,
you
blah.
know-
don't
I
Uh,
want to go first.
My MVP is
She might stomp me out of here.
Yeah.
So I'm over you.
It's actually Coop, but not for that reason. Not for the interaction with Tyrone. Is basically being the person to break down what shame was to Spencer and help him come around to giving at least a chance for Dylan to see his dad. Where she sat there and said, hey, look, people are really concerned about disappointing people they love. Spencer finally got it and said, all right, baby bro, here's your pops.
All right, I hear you. Sub Sierra.
Is it my turn?
Totally, dude. Go, sis.
Okay, so my MVP.
My MVP is Corey Baker because he has been so patient and like he's only shown love and compassion and he's just like been very understanding of the whole situation. He has been like a little bit pushy and kind of annoying sometimes, but that's besides the point. And
Sometimes it's love.
Sometimes and yeah, he is my MVP. There was something else I was gonna say, but then I got distracted.
It's all good.
If
And
I
the
think of it,
predictions.
I'll say it. But yeah, he's my MVP.
All right, Angelo.
Mine's Asher.
Why?
Love. He just loved. No, for real. He loved on people. You know what?
He did.
My
Continue.
whole argument, Asher loved on people today, didn't cause any fights. People were coming at him. He just loved on everyone, and look at the result.
Okay.
I remembered my other part.
Okay, go ahead.
Sorry. Whenever Spencer started getting really mad at his mom, and Corey Baker was like, "Stop! Don't be mad at your mom.
Oh, got it. That
Like,
was
you
cute.
need to be understanding that we both messed up." That's why I made him my MVP.
No, yeah, that's cute.
Sorry.
So my MVP is gonna be Spencer, actually, because
Wow.
he matured heavily throughout the episode. At first he was pissed, blase, and then now, now he's like he could have fought Jordan, he didn't. He told Dylan, that his father. He didn't tell the real reason that the father wasn't in his life. He introduced him to his father. So I just feel like he got very mature throughout the episode, and that's what we need in our lives: maturity. Okay.
Why are you looking at me? What are you looking at me for?
Okay, so
I'm not sure, I
we
just
got all
love,
our
man.
MVPs out. Let's talk about our predictions.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
All right, who wants to start? Angela, you go.
Okay, I'll go. I have a bad feeling for Coop. That's my prediction.
What do you
Just a bad feeling?
Well, I'm not gonna. She's not gonna
expand.
get
You think
killed.
she's gonna? Okay.
No, because she's a big part of the show. She's not gonna get killed, but it's bad. Go ahead.
That's all. That's
Yeah,
the
I mean-
only character of the show, of this crazy show.
Just Coop in this, and my prediction, and like the only big thing in the finale is gonna be with Coop. Everything else is
Into this
already. Everything else has already come to like a head in this one. you know?
Mrs. Baker is going to need her space, and the cheating scandal is going to come up in the election process. And maybe something else.
Oh, her cheating or something? She definitely. Oh, now that definitely stops your conspiracy theory of her cheating. Or whose conspiracy
She can
was
still
that?
cheat?
That was
Maybe
hers.
later, but like before. Y'all thought she was
Oh,
cheating
yeah,
throughout the
yeah.
show.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
If what's his face never cheated and just loved. That's what
Love's
happened.
how you doing, man.
Actually, it's too much love. That was the problem. Okay. Love.
To the last person.
Crenshaw wins the game and they become state champions.
Wow.
You're a sicko. Okay.
You're a sicko.
Yeah.
Wow, that was a lot. Okay. I'm gonna say that. Wow, that really. Wow, I didn't even think about Crenshaw winning. Wow, that
I
was a
forgot
lot.
about the game.
I know.
But I think. Wow, that is a lot. Now that you say that, they might. Now I'm thinking like they might, because Beverly is all messed up right now with the affair. The
deserve to
dad
win.
coming back.
Beverly's got a lot going
Asher,
on.
they might lose. Good one. I'm gonna go with you. Crenshaw might win. And then Layla. Oh, she might go to drugs. Honestly, she's alone in her house. She feels alone with everybody. I feel like something's gonna happen with her. She might go to drugs. Next episode. And Spencer's gonna have to figure that out through that next episode. But I think Corey will really get into the family and they will start loving each other again. And wait, Grace, we didn't even see. I really hate that the love interests fall off, because Grace's love interest, where is he?
be
Michael's love interest, where is she? Like, we need those love interests. We want to see more of that, I think.
We want to see more love.
Yeah, and the Bakers, I
bro.
think,
That's what I like to
man,
hear.
they might get separated. You're right. The Bakers might get separated next episode. And then that'll send Layla into a spiral. That'll send Michael into a spiral.
Sometimes love is giving your partner space.
Yeah, you need
I
space.
agree.
The tea.
I agree. If she
hell out
needs
the
that
house.
and you love her, give it to her. Billy Baker.
Coach Billy Baker. Yeah. So that's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be a crazy episode, and I definitely definitely gonna be a lot of things that we probably don't expect. Hopefully, because last couple of shows it was kind of easy to predict everything, but I want to get it back to the crazy mid episodes. Let's go back there. So yeah, it was a great episode. Do you guys have any thoughts to close it out before we go?
I have one thought.
What?
When we end this one off, can we all go, that's the tea?
Sure. So.
Yeah? Okay, cool.
Yeah, man, whatever.
And you
that's
guys
all.
okay? All right. All right. Well, thank you for joining us. AfterBuzzers was great seeing you guys again, speaking with you guys again. Oh my gosh, was there anybody in the live chat that we talked to? Okay, that's fine. We'll see you next episode, which is the last episode of the season. Tell them where you guys can find. The fans can find you guys.
I'm Angelo Garcia, guys. You can find me on Instagram at Angelo Garcia with 3 A's.
I'm at Sierra Chanel, and you can find me on every single social media platform at Sierra Chanel with 2 L's.
At Flobo Boys on Twitter, at Flopito on Instagram. Download my album, American for Now, on Spotify. Stream it today.
Yas plug, and thank you for watching. You can find me at The Chris Exclusive on Instagram. See you later, and
That's the tea!
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz